So you think choosing a carport is pretty simple, right? Well, hang on. There's this one tiny detail in the roof design that most people completely miss, and it is a total game changer. It's the difference between something that just kind of keeps the sun off and a structure that's actually built to last. Today, we're going to dig into carport roofs and find out what really matters.
All right, take a look at these three. On the surface, they just look like different styles, right? A little cosmetic tweak here and there, but nope. There's a really important engineering difference hiding in plain sight, and it makes one of these way, way stronger than the others. Any ideas which one it is? I bet the answer isn't what you think.
So what's the big secret to a strong roof? You know, one that can actually handle heavy rain or a big snow dump? It's not the overall shape, it's not the color, it's something so simple. It's all about which way the metal panels are pointing. And when I say panel direction, I mean exactly that. Are the metal panels running front to back, kind of like lanes on a highway? Or are they running top to bottom, like a waterfall? It sounds like a tiny detail, but trust me, it changes everything. We're talking drainage, strength, and yeah, even how much you're going to pay.
Okay, so let's get into it. First up, we've got the most common one you'll see everywhere, the regular roof. This is your standard, entry-level, get-the-job-done for less kind of option.
The first thing you probably notice about this one is the look, right? See those curved edges? The roof kind of rolls over the side to meet the legs. It gives it that classic, almost varnish look. Nice and soft, no sharp angles.
But, and this is a big but, here's the catch. Those panels run horizontally, from the front to the back. So what happens? All those little ridges in the metal basically become tiny horizontal gutters. They trap water, they trap leaves, they trap everything. This is why it's really only a good choice if you live somewhere with super mild weather. And it's exactly why it's the cheapest option out there.
All right, next up is what's called the boxed eave roof. Now, this one is a style upgrade. It's for people who want something that looks less like a barn and more like a part of their house.
And wow, you can really see the difference here. The boxed eave gives you that classic A-frame shape. See the straight lines, the clean eaves? It looks just like the roof on a typical house. From a looks perspective, it's a major improvement.
Okay, but here's the part that gets really interesting and kind of sneaky. It looks way better, but look closer. The panels? They're still running horizontally, front to back. That means you've got the exact same problem with water and leaves getting stuck as you do with the cheaper regular roof. So you're paying more, but you're paying for looks, not for better performance or extra strength.
Which brings us to the king of the hill, the vertical roof. This is the premium, heavy-duty option. If you get any kind of real weather, heavy rain, snow, a ton of leaves in the fall, this is the one that's actually engineered to handle it.
Now, at first glance, you might think, hey, that looks just like the boxed eave one. And you're right, it has that same sharp A-frame shape. But the real magic, the game-changing difference, is hidden in that one crucial detail, the direction of the panels.
And there it is. On a vertical roof, the panels run top to bottom, from the very peak of the roof straight down to the sides. Just turning those panels 90 degrees changes everything. Why? Because to do that, you need extra framing underneath to support them. And that extra framing makes the whole structure way, way stronger and more rigid. That's why it's the best choice for tough weather.
So let's just boil it all down to this. Horizontal panels fight gravity. Water has to move sideways to get off, so it gets trapped. But vertical panels, they work with gravity. They create these perfect little channels for rain, snow, and leaves to slide right off the side. Gravity does all the work for you. It's so simple, and it's why this design is so much stronger and requires less maintenance.
Okay, time for the showdown. Let's line all three of them up and see how they really stack up against each other. When you see it like this, the choice becomes pretty obvious.
Just look at this strength chart. It tells the whole story. The regular and the boxed eave roofs, they're sitting at the exact same low level of strength. Why? Because they both have those horizontal panels. The only one that makes that huge leap up in strength is the vertical roof. That's all because of the vertical panels and that extra framing we talked about. And guess what? The cost chart looks pretty similar. You pay a little bit more to go from the regular to the boxed eave, but remember, that's just for the better looks. The big jump in price is when you go to the vertical roof. But here's the key. With this one, you're not just paying for style. You're paying for more steel, more engineering, and a whole lot more strength. You're actually getting something for that extra money.
Okay, this table right here is basically everything you need to know. It all boils down to one thing, panel direction.
If the panels are horizontal, it doesn't matter if the roof is rounded or A-frame. You're getting low strength and bad drainage, period. But if you see vertical, that's the magic word. That means excellent drainage and high strength.
So now you know the secret. The next time you see a carport, you're not just going to see a roof, you'll see the science behind it. You'll know the difference between something that's just for show and something that's built to perform. So the real question isn't just which one do I like or which one can I afford, it's what kind of weather do I have and which roof can actually handle it.